Hi everyone, my name's Aaron Hughes. I'm the Real Estate Investing Copywriter, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a story about a famous marketer and how he turned around a company, and then I'm going to draw out some implications about how it can help your real estate investing business. So this story took place over 100 years ago, and the marketer's name was Claude Hopkins. Now, you may not have heard of him, but he's very well known in the marketing and copywriting world. And Claude Hopkins was hired by a cigarette company, Lucky Strike, to turn around their sales. Now, there's lots of competition in cigarettes, but there's not a lot of difference in cigarettes. And so he was hired to help, elevate their sales and make them stand out from their competition. So Claude Hopkins, he toured their facility, toured their cigarette making factory, watched what they did in the process of making cigarettes. And along the way, he stopped at a room and he said, well, what happens in this room? And they said, well, this is where we toast our tobacco. And after the tour, he brought back his recommendations. And one of his recommendations was, you need to tell people that you toast your tobacco. That should be kind of your marketing angle. And the Lucky Strike people said, well, why would we tell people that? Every cigarette has toasted tobacco. Every cigarette maker toasts their tobacco. So that's no different than what we're doing. And Claude Hopkins had some good insight here. He said it doesn't matter that everyone toasts their tobacco. Consumers don't know that everyone toasts their tobacco. And so you can be the first to the market. You can lead the market by saying that you toast your tobacco. And then anyone else who says, we also toast tobacco too, just appeared to be a copycat. You're not claiming to do anything different. You're just stepping up as the first person who says you do it. And so Lucky Strike, that's what they did. They made that advertising claim that they toasted their tobacco, and it was a successful marketing campaign. Okay, so let's talk about real estate investing. What does this mean for you? So as a real estate investor, you might have some unique twists and turns in your process, but chances are the process you do as a wholesaler or flipper or whatever is pretty similar to the process that some other wholesaler or flipper is doing as well. Again, you might have a little angle, a little twist, maybe some kind of efficiency that makes you a little bit better at it than everyone else in your market. But generally speaking, from the consumer's perspective, you are just like every other wholesaler or flipper out there. They can't always tell the difference because they're not in the industry like we are. And so one of the ways that you can set yourself apart is by identifying something that you do that's even if it's the same as what every other investor in your market does, but mentioning it as part of your process. And in doing so, you're kind of saying like your tobacco is toasted. Even though every other investor does it, you're elevating it as like the first to market by saying, this is what we do. And so, it depends on your market and the kind of investing that you do and whether you're talking to motivated sellers or cash buyers or some other audience. But you can find a step in your process, even if it's a step that everyone else does, and just give it a clever name or a great little angle, or, add the little TM trademark, TM beside it, with kind of a real sexy name. And then you can make that something that you do. And even if everyone else in your market does it, you are elevating yourself as special and unique because you were the first one to mention it. All right, I hope this is helpful. This is a tip that I would suggest that you don't overdo. I would find one thing for every audience. So one thing for a motivated seller, one thing for a cash buyer, whoever else you do deals with. And just identify that as part of your process. And it's real simple, but then embed that concept in all of your marketing. All right, so let's build an example right now just to show you how this concept might work for you. So let's say you are a wholesaler and you own XYZ house buyers, and everyone in your market is buying houses in 7 days or less for cash. If you have the 7-day cash buyer's promise with a little TM behind it, and you're the only one that's kind of bringing that to the market, then it helps you stand out as being the only company that has the 7-day cash buyer's promise. And anyone else who says they buy houses in 7 days or less, suddenly now seems like a copycat to you. So don't overdo it. Do like one special thing for motivated sellers, one special thing for cash buyers, and whoever, whatever other audiences you have. And it's a great way to help you stand out, especially when you have a lot of competition. All right, my name is Aaron Hughes. I'm the Real Estate Investing Copywriter, and you can get more strategies and tips and tools and tactics over at realestateinvestingcopywriter.com.